As difficult as this is to accept, Captain America is a fugitive.
Shield's been compromised. You said so yourself. You gave me this mission. This is how it ends.
Captain Rogers, stand down.
Don't hold your breath. Rated PG-13.
Hello, I'm the Universal Critic. I talk about whatever I want, whenever I want. A common element in many sci-fi and action movies is social commentary. I think this is so common because these genres allow you to mask your commentary a bit, unlike drama, which can lend itself to being a bit too on the nose. And today I am reviewing a film that manages to avoid the proverbial soapbox, Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Set sometime after Marvel's The Avengers, this film follows Steve Rogers, played again by Chris Evans, and Black Widow, played by Scarlett Johansson, as they are caught up in a web of lies and conspiracy involving S.H.I.E.L.D. and both an enemy and a friend Rogers had thought long gone. Also involved are Nick Fury, played by Samuel L. Jackson, Alexander Pierce, played by Robert Redford, the Winter Soldier himself, played by Sebastian Stan, and Sam Wilson, aka the Falcon, played by Anthony Mackie, all of whom will challenge Rogers' devotion to his country in a thrilling, action-packed way. As I said before, this movie has a strong political undercurrent, and is thus a bit darker than the first Captain America movie, which I think is a good thing. Not to say I dislike the original or its tone, it did manage to capture that pulpy 1940s comic book feel rather well. It's just that I prefer this film's take a tad more. I think the main point that this film is trying to make is that we live in a world that is unstable, yes, which is a surprise to no one, but the steps we take to ensure our security may only make things worse if we go too far. It manages to capture the feel of the post-9/11 world without being heavy-handed about it. Nick Fury even says at one point that S.H.I.E.L.D. really cracked down on security and didn't know who to trust after, quote, what happened in New York, unquote. On the surface, this of course refers to the Avengers, but subtextually, well, it should be pretty obvious what that's referring to. Subtlety is always appreciated, especially from me. Evans and Johansson play off each other immensely well, with Evans as the idealist and Johansson as a bit of a cynic. They're being forced to work together, and they manage to rub off on each other a little bit. Evans learns not to be blindly patriotic, and Johansson learns to see the possibility for good in the world without needing to resort to violence or crazy conspiracies. And on top of all that, they managed to avoid making her the love interest, so a few bonus points there. Stan and Mackie are also good in their roles, but I think they were a little weakly written. The Winter Soldier is given very few lines, and if I think he had had more interactions with Evans' character, he would have been a better character himself. Mackie is a good version of the Falcon, and they avoided the sassy black sidekick cliche, and they even managed to modernize his costume so it looked pretty cool. But that's about all I can say about him. Jackson and Redford are also very entertaining. As far as I'm concerned, as long as you let Sam Jackson yell at somebody, he'll give a good performance, and this film is no exception. Redford is also great as a corrupt politician who wants to achieve peace, but in the worst conceivable way. Overall, I give Captain America: The Winter Soldier a high big screen rating. It's got plenty of exhilarating action, interesting characters, and even-handed politics to entertain most everyone. I'm the Universal Critic. I talk about whatever I want, whenever I want. Good